Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, what happened to Bitcoin and what happened to Ethereum yesterday and today? Today's the very first day of the conference. It's Industry Day at Bitcoin 2024. And look at where Bitcoin is right now, around 64,000. So, what happened exactly? Well, a few things happened. So, let me explain why. But also, more importantly, should we be worried? Is this like what has happened before? Yes and no. Let me explain. First of all, Bitcoin is at 64,000 like you see, right? But yesterday there were factors, okay? Major factors. So let's start out with those first. Number one, look at what happened yesterday. Nasdaq was down almost 700 points, almost down 4%. And look at S&P 500 down 2.3%. This was a big, big factor. Okay, when the markets are crashing, the US market has not seen a big crash like this for a long time. It affects everything. So this is number one. But what caused the US market and crypto to go down, right? What kind of like started this whole thing? Another big factor came out of yesterday is China. China decided to cut their rate once again. And here's the head scratcher. They did it twice in a single week. That kind of tells you something that they're scared. They're really, really scared, right? Their economy is not doing well, just like many economies around the world. But it's almost, almost never hear about a bank cutting rates twice in a single week. Usually you wait months and see if there's some kind of good effect from it, but they did it and that got a lot of people scared. So they actually started out, they started cutting rates and it got everyone just super scared about the future. And that's why the US market followed, right? And yesterday, because the S&P 500 ended 2.3% lower, it wiped out nearly 1 trillion of market cap in a single day. 1 trillion in a single day. That is absolutely crazy. So these were two big catalysts that came out of yesterday that brought everything down. But here's the good news, right? We have seen this before, and despite Nasdaq going down 700 points, Bitcoin is still holding above its previous resistance of the 63.7, so holding at $64,000 right before the conference. Today's industry day, so tomorrow is really the big day, right? Unfortunately, we're not at all-time high, so I'm maybe wrong about that prediction, but you know what? There's still a chance, right? But here's the thing. Look at this. Coinbase Premium Index, okay, has turned negative. Now, this normally is a bad thing. Well, not normally. It is a bad thing because what this is showing that retail investors are now not buying on Coinbase and they're selling. Again, probably due to what happened yesterday, right? We always want to see the Coinbase premium in the green, in positive. That means it's an indication that there's a lot of FOMO, a lot of excitement, a lot of buying. But right now, we're not seeing that. We're actually seeing people turn fearful once again, despite the fact we're at $64,000. It's understandable. The global environment is a tricky one, and people just get fearful by a lot of the fun news that comes out, right? So that's what's happening. But like I said, time and time and time again, you got to pay attention to what the big boys are doing, okay? Retail, you can't follow the herd with retail. Retail, for most part, the ones that are paper hands, lettuce hands, they're the ones that are short-term investors. Of course, there's long-term retail investors too, but for most part, retail is made up of people that truly don't understand and don't really believe they're in it for a quick haul. Now, the bigger whales, the smart money, the big money, the institutions, right? They know better. They've been in markets for a long time, and you could argue that they are also manipulating markets. And I'm going to show you in a little bit what I mean by that. But like I said, look at what the big money, the smart money are doing, not retail. And the big whales are buying. Institutions are buying. 23 billion buying spree in July alone, and this month is not over. Okay. So you could see oof, big, big spike okay, from accumulation addresses. These are the ones from the whales, the ones that are buying $25 billion of Bitcoin in a single month. Okay, this is what the big boys do. They buy when other people are fearful. Okay, so that is what we need to pay attention to. And also here, if you look at the circled, the ones that are accumulating heavily are the addresses between 100,000 Bitcoin and also addresses that hold above 10,000 Bitcoin. So yes, these are the whales and the mega whales. Okay. They're the ones that are accumulating. And look at the red. The red is the selling. Who are the people selling, right? People that have less than one Bitcoin, people that have 1 to 10 Bitcoin. Okay, because they're retail. They just don't understand. They get flooded out of the market. We need to look at what the big boys are doing. This is the Bitcoin ETF inflow chart. Okay, and yesterday we did have a small inflow, mostly because of one company. Once again, BlackRock, 66 million. Like I said in the past, it does not matter if the market goes up or down. BlackRock just continues to buy and buy and buy and buy. Larry Fink knows what's going on. He's not going to let up on his buying, right? And you could argue maybe Larry Fink is the one behind the manipulation, right? Who knows? Or maybe he truly understands. He's like Sailor now. He truly understands that Bitcoin is the one asset you buy, you never let go because it's the best asset we have. Now, speaking of manipulation, this is the Wyckoff chart, right? Does it look similar? Yeah. Yeah, I just showed this like a week ago before we started climbing back up. This is moving exactly according to plan. Exactly according to plan. And if we continue this, that means we will be back to 70,000 in short order, right? Wyckoff accumulation or reaccumulation, the whole purpose of this is to drive retail out. And we are following this pattern exactly right now. So think about that. Something highly suspicious. But you know what? Overall, once we get through it and we look at the bigger picture, we are moving exactly like before. We're on schedule and nothing has really changed. When in doubt, zoom out. When you zoom out, you realize we are doing exactly the same thing from the previous cycles. So again, don't be fearful. Don't be flooded out. Continue to do what you're doing. Hold on DCA, right? Now, the last thing I want to say is this, Ethereum. Ethereum spot ETFs. Was it a Trojan horse? Like Grayscale once again. You know how long Grayscale sold Bitcoin through its Bitcoin ETF, and now it looks like they are doing exactly the same thing with Ethereum. Like, there's just something going on with Grayscale. I get that, before when they were trusts, investors couldn't take their money out, now they can, but man, Grayscale's Bitcoin spot ETF sold 300,000 Bitcoin. Guess where it went? It went straight into Larry Fink's pocket. Okay, and now you're looking at Ethereum, it's the same thing. The prior day, we had 500 million sold from Grayscale, right? Yesterday, we had 327 million sold from Grayscale. I mean, these are massive numbers. We're talking about 811 million sold from Grayscale. So yesterday was a big negative day, minus 133, and kind of expected 2.5% fee. Everyone saw this coming, or maybe not everyone. I did. I was hoping that I was wrong, but now we're going to have heavy, heavy sell pressure on Ethereum. And this might last a while. This might last a while. Okay. But we may see the others pick up, like BlackRock and Fidelity. They had massive inflows so far. They haven't been able to make up the outflow from Grayscale, but like Bitcoin spot ETF, that can happen. Over time, it started happening and, of course, took over. And if the market gets better, and Ethereum gets hotter, we're probably going to see the same thing happen. So, but right now, I don't know what else to say about Grayscale. I mean, this is their playbook, and I don't know why no one is calling them out on it. This is unacceptable, right? All right, guys, that's it. Now I'm recording before the market opens, even though yesterday was extremely red. Let's see what happens today. Today could be a good recovery day. You can see NASDAQ and Dow futures are in the green right now, right? So today we could definitely go back up. Yesterday we had a lot of bad catalysts. That's the reason why, right? We had China news, the US market tanking, and who knows? Maybe the whales are doing something ahead of the conference, but nothing has changed. Okay? Stay strong, stay focused, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye bye.